Ni hao, and welcome back to another video here on Food Chain TV. Can I tell you something? I spent many years in Toronto, Canada, where I fell in love with Chinese food. And I can confidently say that Chinese food is probably, at least according to me, the best kind of food, the best cuisine in the world. It's just, I can't even think of any Chinese dishes that aren't 5-star. I mean, I love Chinese food that much. And with no exception, it is that I bring to you this video for one of the most comforting things that I know how to make: Chinese beef and daikon radish soup with a little twist that you'll see. So this recipe has a lot of ingredients and moving parts, but if you stick with me, I will show you how to make one of the most delicious things that you will ever taste. Let's get right into this recipe. Okay, for this recipe, I had to raid my local Asian grocery store, but the good news is, once you have all this stuff, you can make all sorts of other Chinese recipes with it, because although there are a lot of ingredients in Chinese cuisine, once you have all these things, they're all kind of interchangeable. I have my pressure cooker here, and the first thing that I do is I put in some beef tendons. I love beef tendon. They're jelly, they're soft, they're full of collagen, and they give you this unique mouthfeel. Give it a try, guys. If you're not used to it, they are absolutely essential in soups. This should be called the soup of 1,000 flavors. Okay, so I start with some dried orange peel. Then I have my spices here. I have bay leaves, fresh garlic, that's a cardamom pod, star anise, and a little cinnamon stick. This mesh ball is actually used to brew tea, but I like to use it to hold all my spices so they don't all go swimming in the soup and they all stay in one place. So I put all of my stuff in the mesh ball, including several slices of fresh sliced ginger. I seal it into the steeping ball, and in the pressure cooker it all goes. I'm going to have all these ingredients listed in the description, but here we go. So I'm going to put in a spoonful of salt, a spoonful of brown sugar, and another spoonful of brown sugar for good luck. A little bit of white pepper, and just a little bit, because a little white pepper goes a long way. It's a very strong tasting spice. 2 spoonfuls of oyster sauce. Very important, chu hao paste. This is the star of the show. If you had no other ingredients, this would be the one ingredient you would need, because it adds the base flavor for this soup. Some dark soy sauce for color. I'm going to put about a 1/4 cup of good quality regular soy sauce here. Some Shaoxing cooking wine. This is made of rice. Okay, might as well put a little more. There we go. Then I'm going to add about a 1/4 of water, which is about 5 cups. Give it a good stir. Give it a taste and adjust the seasoning if necessary. This needed a little tiny bit of salt. And finally, I decided to add a little bit of beef bouillon to finish it off. Like I said, this is probably the most flavorful soup you'll ever have. But if you balance all these flavors together, trust me, these flavors combine into something magical. So here's the twist. I'm going to add some beef tenderloin. Now, normally this recipe is made with brisket, but I'm using beef tenderloin because I had some in my freezer, and pork tongue. Now, pork tongue is one of my favorite things, and I love it when I braise it Chinese style. I also have daikon radish, and this dish is traditionally made with daikon radish. It's lighter and has more fiber than potato, and for low carb, it's great. It also tastes really good. So basically, you just peel it like you would a carrot, and then you cut it in half lengthwise, and you chop it up into little wedges, just like this, with a nice sharp chef knife. Pressure cooker timing. I have beef tendon, I have beef tenderloin, I have daikon radish, and I have pork tongue. These things all cook at different times. So the way I organize this, I'll cook the beef tendon for 20 minutes, then I'll stop, then I'll add the pork tongue, cook it for another 20 minutes, then I'll stop, then I'll add the beef tenderloin and the daikon radish, and finish cooking it for another 20 minutes for a total cook time of 1 hour. And that way, everything in the pressure cooker will cook perfectly at its own time and have the perfect consistency. Once the soup is done pressure cooking, I let it cool off for a little bit and I take out the pork tongues and I slice them up, just like this. And now is the moment I've been waiting for, my favorite part of making you any cooking videos. This is the part where I get to plate it and eat it. Look at that rich broth. If you guys had smell vision, you can smell this like 5 houses down the block. It is so fragrant. The star anise, the cinnamon, the bay leaves, all the spices are just so fragrant. The ginger. I have a little bowl of steamed jasmine rice on the side, although when I used to have this in Toronto, I would sometimes get it with a side of wonton noodles and some bok choy. You can have it however you like. It's delicious either way. The first thing that hits you with the soup is the warmth of all the spices mixed together. I could probably spend an hour describing all the flavors. Back in Toronto, after a long day of work, I would just look so forward to going to a Chinese restaurant. And in Toronto, they're open like 24 hours a day, and there's like 1,000 of them to choose from, and they're all excellent. This just brings back such good memories of that. Now, beef tendon is one of my absolute favorite things. It's so full of collagen, has such unique mouthfeel. It's like jelly, and it just has so much flavor to it. Now, if you're not used to it, I would say you really have to give it a chance, because food should be subdivided into things that either taste good or don't. So it's worth getting over the mental factor of it. And same with this, like pork tongue is, again, tongue is way superior to like muscle meat. So it's way superior to steak. It's just so tender, and it's got layers and layers of, really silky fat in between the protein layers. I mean, tongue is just a very special ingredient. But if you want to keep this simple and you just want to do brisket or you just want to do beef, this recipe will work just as well. I really hope you guys enjoyed this recipe. I know I certainly did. Let me know in the comments what you want me to make next, because this channel is for you. Do you guys want to see more Chinese food? Please put that in the comments below. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button. Guys, that's what keeps this channel going. The more subscriptions I can get, the more time I can spend making videos like these just for you. So give it a like, share it with somebody that you know loves Chinese food, and I'll see you guys on the next video.